So this started out as a normal toilet repair, shutting it off, flushing the tank, and continuing on with the repair. I use a vacuum cleaner typically to vacuum out the remaining water. After you pull the fill valve, which is the guy on the left there with the red cap, a good bit of water may come out. So it's best to get as much of the water out as you possibly can. The guy that trained me used a sponge. I swear it was the same sponge for the entire 3 years that I worked with him. So kind of gross. Tank is dry. And this is where the video goes from a toilet repair to a failure of the shutoff valve here. So it's in the off position. Water's still running out, which is not good when you're making a repair. Typically, these quarter turn ball valves don't fail. Here I am, I'm plugging it with my finger to see where the leak's actually coming from, and I can see that it's coming from behind the shutoff valve. So obviously that needs to be replaced. Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play and the pedestrians die like every day. This sidewalk is super close to a street that's just been paved. Pretty high traffic area, as you can see down there. Maybe the meter is also faulty and leaking, probably a result of this recent road work that they did. Damaged some of this old piping and just called it a day. A lot of infrastructure projects in urban areas can lead to this sort of thing. So recommended to the customer, call the city. But anyways, got the water shut off eventually while fearing for my life. And here's the shutoff valve coming off. I use a crescent wrench size down to the pipe size back behind the Sharkbite fitting and use it to push in on the retaining ring and pop it off. So the issue here with this Sharkbite was a failure of installation. So interesting to me that someone decided to press the Sharkbite onto the sticker, which caused this. So what happened was when I went to turn the shutoff valve off, it rotated, and whatever seal was happening between the Sharkbite fitting, the pipe, the sticker, and probably a little bit of that paint that's on the pipe, that ultimately gave way, which kind of leads me to this opinion of Sharkbites. Maybe they're not that bad. They're just not that bad. As someone who makes his living installing fittings, I have definitely done my fair share of shit talking Sharkbite fittings, but I've seen so many of them, and so many of them were poorly installed. The pipe wasn't prepared properly. The pipe was out of square, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, after a couple of decades, maybe they were still holding. And this is actually the first time I've really seen a Sharkbite failure, maybe the second or third. I think there might have been one or two early in my career when I worked with another guy for a little while, and he was not that great. But anyways, those were probably also his fault. Yeah, I mean it appears that it just takes a lot to make a Sharkbite fail, and by a lot, I mean a lot of nothing. So this person obviously did nothing to install the Sharkbite fitting, no kind of preparation or forethought or planning, just like these videos that I'm making. He just slapped it on there and fucking grip it and rip it. Doesn't matter. Just a hell of a thing to see. But yeah, again, that speaks more to the quality of the installer than the actual Sharkbite fittings themselves. So I think that I'm gonna start giving a lot more leeway to the Sharkbite fittings. If I see them installed on some dirty pipe or installed not squarely, I'll probably make a recommendation to cut them out and replace them. But really and truly, I guess don't let anyone stress you about it, Sharkbite, and whatever. I guess they work. This is the first time I've seen a failure of a Sharkbite in the field, maybe ever. At the very least, it's been maybe 9 years, and even then it was just dripping, leaking. Definitely an installation error on that one that I saw all that time ago. So yeah, just prep the pipe, clean it, cut it square. Make sure you're inserting the Sharkbite to full insertion depth, and just go.